this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I actually think I pointed out a whole lot of, the main points that I wanted to just get across right here. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, you know what I mean, homie's young, homie is going through, the generational. I feel like the generational. A whole lot of people may coin these generational curses or whatever, generational limitations, downfalls, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, these generational patterns that I've seen, even like people of older previous generations go through. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, yo, you have to you have to well, you go through the pressure where you do have to get out the crib by a certain age, where you have to take responsibilities, by a certain time. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point in time, type shit. Where, you know what I mean? Like, the perception of you just changes, like, kind of prematurely, so that it forces you to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that kind of perception changes by, from people who are closest to you, your family members. You know what I'm saying? Everything needs to change. But then now, it's more than just like a generational thing via your own bloodline. It's it transcends, what can I say, bro? It transcends just like geographical location, because you might get into it was easy to fall into the mindset of thinking that you're going through something just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before things like the internet, before you got things like social media, where you can see other people from other parts of the world that are going through like generational like patterns that you may deem as negative or whatever, but they go through those kind of patterns and they're not even close to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. For me, that's a interesting phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? And TSJ right here, he's from Jersey, I think. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And he's like not far off from what I see a whole lot of my younger African brothers and sisters go through out here. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, yes, you are like of a younger generation, but I'm millennial. I'm like the tail end of millennial. But the whole pressure of, yo, by a certain age, nigga, we a family that don't got it all together. We are a family that don't, you know what I'm saying? We're not comfortable. We've never been comfortable. We've been a struggling family, this, that, and the third, bro. So you gotta like get up off your ass and do, exactly what all of us, you know what I'm saying, even the generations that came before us, you gotta do what we've done to at least sustain yourself. We've taken you at least this far. Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do the exact same thing that we did. It's like, yo, but I got my own dreams, my own aspirations, my own way of like, my own intuition that I'm trying to follow, and knowing that, following that will, help me manifest what's best for me, type shit. And then you get things like family members that just don't understand that, especially when it comes from your caregivers, people like your moms, your pops, you feel me? Or if you wasn't raised by those people, like whatever caregiver, you know what I'm saying, grandmom, granddad, auntie, whatever, you know what I'm saying, adopted family, like people that just like don't get where your heart is trying to be at, all because of these generational programmings that have, had us need to repeat cycles so that we at least stay surviving, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like, the growing pains where it's like, okay, now I'm at an age where I gotta juggle that. I gotta juggle the fact that I'm my own human being. I have to honor my own humanity, my own soul, bro. You know what I'm saying? My own visions, my own dreams. Because then again, it's like, if God gives me all of that and I don't like just heed those calls, it's like, then what's the point of me having those? It can drive people into psychosis. You understand what I'm saying? It's an interesting phenomenon that even a Gen Z such as TSJ is going through that. And you know what I mean? This video, run it back, or just go to his channel and run his channel up, especially for my Gen Zs out there, for my younger brothers and sisters out there. It's like, yo, I see these struggles. Y'all go through this too. It's crazy, and I can see it's crazy. But then now the question is, how do we strike that balance of chasing our own dreams, chasing our own aspirations, while being human beings that are just locked into just, or trapped into not psychological, generational patterns that have been going on even within our families. You know what I'm saying? Family curses. You know what I'm saying? Generational family curses. And it's like, yo, the Gen Z generation, knowing that they're not the only ones, subjectively speaking, they're not the only ones going through this. I think they're now getting that fire of like, yo, I gotta make this work. I gotta, put XYZ together. Do my little content creation, do my little side hustle. You know what I'm saying? My little side gigging. This generation is the one generation where side gigging has become a thing. Where side gig, you can like really come up off of like different side gigs at the same time, while doing your main like salary 9 to 5 type job type thing. And you know what I'm saying? Knowing that these avenues can also just be sustainable enough, bro, for you to live off of. You feel what I'm saying? And I fuck with the fact that TSJ right here is on this journey. He a young man. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about he's 22. His parents, his mother. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a single parent. He only mentions his mother. You feel me? His mother, telling him, yo, you gotta get it together, son. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out there. It's time. He like, yo, but mom, like, I'm not even ready. Like, should I be out the house? Or maybe he's not like seeing it like that. He's like, man, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just get out the. Nah, kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. You feel me? But I'm tapped in, bro. Like I want to see the journey. And if you're part of Gen Z, dog, going through these kind of things, bro, tap in, bro. Tap into TSJ IRL. That's his IRL channel. He also has a reaction channel. He has a music channel. You know what I'm saying? All of these side gigs, bro, because he's trying to pull his vision together so that it works out for the good of he who believes in his own man. Come on, of he who believes in themselves, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna spin that religion